Hello everyone. It is time for the next Germany bush trip, Leg 2. If you watched the last leg, Leg 1, I was having a little problem trying to generate a successfully completed screen to show up, but it never did. So I went ahead and teleport my airplane to leg number 2. The description below should show a link or two that will explain how it's done. Looks like it's going to be a long trip, about 44 minutes, but I believe, because of the way I fly, it will be longer than that, maybe 1 hour. We will be flying from St. Michaelisdonn to Schwerin-Parchim. Let's click the continue button and get on the runway. Alright, according to our tag on the left it says we will be leaving at about 9 in the morning. Winds are at 4.26 knots and 21 degrees. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and click the ready to fly button. Okay, well, let's go ahead and check everything and make sure that we're good to go on our flight. Let's change our heading to about 120 degrees. Now let's look at the VFR map to see what path we need to take. According to Google Map, Gluckstadt is located right around here. Let's adjust the Garmin map to ensure that we stay on course. Again, the Google map shows me that this area is a small town called St. Margarethen. Let's read what it says about our first flyover. After lifting back into the air, fly southeast to the town of Gluckstadt, which is located on the shore of the Lower Elbe River and is historically renowned for being an important trading center. Let's read what it says about our second flyover. Continue southeast, over vast sweeps of beautiful agricultural fields and towns, and you'll fly over the striking architectural feat, Volksparkstadion, a football stadium on the outskirts of Hamburg. We will read the next flyover later, but we gotta get this plane in the air now. Stopwatch is set to go. I'm going to move the navlog and the VFR map out of the way. Alright now, let's get moving. Oops, I forgot the parking brake. I want to take a look outside. I'm going to the end of the runway, turn around and take off. My flaps are still at about 12 degrees for takeoff procedures. Alright, let's do it. We're off the ground. Landing gears going up. Flaps up. I need to make a right turn here to get on course. Looks like my projected heading is not correct. Let's put in the correct heading. Time to turn on the automatic pilot. Set the vertical speed to about 300 feet per minute. I need to take a look at the VFR map. Like I mentioned before, Gluckstadt is right around here. Look at all those windmills. Normally called turbines, the German federal area had more than 26,772 wind turbines at the end of 2015, and plans are in place to add more. So remarkable. Need to take a look outside. I need to make another slight heading change. Let's make the plane climb a little faster. Let's set it for 700 feet per minute. That way the speed indicator will stay out of the yellow line. I need to make it less than 170 knots per hour. I need another heading change to stay on course. Let's take the drone out and head to the surface. Beautiful. And up ahead is Gluckstadt. The town of Gluckstadt was founded in 1617 by Danish King Christian IV of Denmark, acting as Duke of Holstein. The city became the capital of Holstein-Gluckstadt in 1649. In 1773, it became the capital of all Holstein lands. It became a free port in 1830. Darn, the altitude indicator is slowly rising. Let's click the altitude button so that we can remain at about 3,000 feet. Gluckstadt Marktplatz, or Gluckstadt Market Square, lies in the heart of Gluckstadt city and is part of the Hamburg metropolitan region. A nice old-fashioned town square with regular open-air market, surrounded by old buildings and restaurants. It is one of the oldest public squares in the city. Say goodbye to Gluckstadt. To recap, to visit the Wolfsburg Stadium, we need to pass over an agricultural field and fly to the Wolfsburg Stadium, which is a football stadium on the outskirts of Hamburg. This must be the agricultural area that the navlog was talking about. Bear with me while I check the Google map on a different screen. I need to make another slight heading change. What beautiful farmland. Just to the left is the town of Seestermühl, a small town with a population of 886 people according to Wiki. Let's go ahead outside of the airplane for a minute. Now back to the drone. Just ahead is the town of Heist, a municipality here in Germany. And near the coast of the Schleswig-Holstein River is the town of Schulau, the municipality of Wedel, and is in the district of Pinburg. Right across the river is an airport called Hamburg-Finkenwerder, which houses and manufactures the famous Beluga Airbus, more commonly called the Super Transporter. Wouldn't it be neat to see the Beluga Airbus as a flight simulator aircraft? Maybe one day. And here is State Airport. The distance between State Airport and Hamburg-Finkenwerder Airport is about 36 minutes by air. This area here should be Hamburg, which is where the Wolfsburg Stadium is located. Let's do a slight left turn to Hamburg, Germany. This is the town of Schulau. Schulau belonged to the Schauenberg dominion of Pinburg and was first mentioned in the Hanseatic League in 1419 in connection with the harbor. The name Schulau is a combination of the Low German Schulen, High German for seeking shelter, and the O. Ships could seek shelter in the Leithgruben. It was not until 1898-99 that the Schulau harbor was created. Let's do a left turn here. Again, let's get back down to the surface. The stadium should be around here somewhere. I think I see it. I'm going to slow down here and take a look. Yes, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wolfsburg Stadion. The more interesting aspect of the stadium is the tent right beside it called the Q Beyond Arena. It's a tent-like dome for private events in addition to skating and ice-based sports with on-site equipment rentals. Now that we've passed the stadium, let's go ahead and make another heading change here. Wonder what the next flyover will be? I'm going to open the nav log and take a look. The nav log reads, "You'll soon pass over Elbphilharmonie, one of the largest concert halls in the world and an exquisite example of modern architecture." Alright then, let's go ahead and make a heading change to the Elbphilharmonie. I'm going to make a heading change to 150 degrees. Hopefully, that would take us right to the Elbphilharmonie. Alright, I'm going down to the surface. I don't see it yet. The needle-like structure, according to Google Map, is the Heinrich Hertz Tower. It is a landmark radio telecommunication tower in the city of Hamburg. Very interesting. There it is, the Elbphilharmonie building. Elfi is the popular nickname for Hamburg's Elbphilharmonie, a concert hall on the Grasbruch Peninsula of the Elbe River. Among the largest in the world, it can hold 17,000 people. I found a YouTube video showing a band called Mute on the rooftop of the Elbphilharmonie playing some of their latest hits. Another heading change is needed for our next flyover. We are now flying over the industrial area of Hamburg. And that's the Lake of Außen-Ulster. Außen-Ulster or Außen-Ulster, or Outer Ulster Lake, is a large artificial lake formed by the Ulster River within the city limits of Hamburg. Outer Ulster Lake is the larger of the two artificial lakes. We are flying northeast going on to our next destination, which is Brenner Moor. Marienthal. There are many large parks in Marienthal-Baranali district, which are well kept and used for family recreation. Many small shopping areas are located north of the woods in Marienthal's eastern parts. The area isn't particularly lively, but most of the shopping is done at Wansbeck Markt and Wansbeck Quarry. My Bonanza aircraft is creeping above the 3,000 feet altitude settings. I need to adjust my descent so that I can stay right at 3,000 feet. There. This area is Tondorf. Tondorf is a quarter of Hamburg in the Wansbeck borough. Is this the natural reserve that is mentioned in the navlog? I believe this area is Volksdorf. This area on the Garmin map is Bredenbeck Pond, or as the Hamburg citizen calls it, the Bredenbecker Teich. And I believe that beyond this area is Brenner Moor. And of course, north of the Bredenbeck Pond is Ahrensburg. The city is known for its white 16th century castle, Schloss Ahrensburg, which has extensive grounds. It is now a museum. I still don't see Brenner Moor. Not that I know where it is. Should have done more research for this area. Let's go ahead and see exactly what it says about Brenner Moor on the navlog. Turn northeast and fly 21 nautical miles to Brenner Moor, a beautiful nature reserve featuring wetlands, forest, and swaths of grasses that looks incredible when viewed from above. I need another heading change to stay on course. Let's see if I can follow the river called Besta to Brenner Moor. I'm going back out to the drone. I think that town ahead is Bundstrasse and Elmenhorst. Looking at my other screen on Google Map. According to Google Map, I should be making a slight right turn. Well, this map is not helping me much. I can't seem to find the river I am flying over on the VFR map. No, I can't seem to match up the VFR map to the Garmin map. I'll put away the VFR map and view it later. I will scout around this area hoping to find the wetlands and forest that the navlog mentioned for Brenner Moor. No, all I see is beautiful landscapes and small towns. Maybe going out on the drone will help me scout the area better. Yes, that cul-de-sac road in the river called the Trave River tells me I'm definitely at Bad Oldesloe, and that's supposed to be neighboring Brenner Moor. I need to turn around. That sounds like the engine dying. Everything sounds and looks normal. I believed a drone was acting up a little bit. I need to open the navlog. In the interest of time, I think I will continue on to the next flyover, which is Holstenter. According to Google Map, I am heading in the right direction. This area on the Garmin map should be Holstenter. going back down to the surface. According to the navlog, it says, change course to an east-northeast heading, and you'll pass Holstenter, a city gate marking the western boundary of the old city center of Lübeck. This beautiful feat of brick Gothic construction was built in 1464. This is Lübeck. Lübeck is an essential stop on any tour of northern Germany. A few things that make Lübeck special are its compact Altstadt, a river and harbor that once provided a moat for the city, and 7 great churches with spires reaching for the sky. There is also a popular beach resort, which once served as Lübeck's gateway to the Hanseatic trade routes. It also shares a museum called Holstenter Castle. This castle is fully restored, brick-built, and is called Medieval Gate, dedicated to the city's history. The next flyover is Ratsburger See. 6.6 nautical miles of south-southeast flight brings you to Ratsburger See, a lake with an island on which lies the city of Ratsburger. Next, let's put away the navlog and get ready to fly to Ratsburger See. The Google map says to turn right. There it is, Ratsburger See. Let's get outside of the airplane. Move behind the airplane. And head to the surface. Ah yes. The little town of Rodos Gross-Gronau on the right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ratsburger See. That little white dot I'm circling is my airplane viewed from the drone. Now on to my next flyover, Gadabisch. Continue southwest of Ratsburger See to Gadabisch, a northern German town known for a church built in 1220 and a northern Renaissance castle that was completed in 1583. According to Google Map, the town of Gadabush is located right here. I guess I need to go east rather than southwest as stated in the navlog. I should have flown by the lake rather than over it, which may be the reason why I have flown too far west, but that's okay. Okay, let's turn east right now. Again, Gadabush should be right about here. Okay, let's go out of the airplane, behind the airplane, and to the surface again. Nothing much to see here. Let's go back to the airplane. I'm going to zoom out the Garmin map for a better view of the area. Back to the drone. That town down there should be Roggendorf. Roggendorf is a village in North Rhine-Westphalia with many historic small town buildings. Seems like these small villages love to embrace their history. There's a larger town up ahead. Let's take a closer look. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Gadabush. Gadabush is a town in Mecklenburg-Western Pomerania in the district of Nordwestmecklenburg. Halfway between Lübeck, Schwerin, and Wismar, it is part of the Hamburg metropolitan region. There are several UNESCO World Heritage Sites nearby. The closest heritage site in Germany is Hanseatic city of Lübeck, in a distance of 21 miles northwest from here. On the VFR map, you can see Lake Schwerin. You can also see it out of the windshield of this airplane. Lake Schwerin is a lake in Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, northern Germany. It was named after the city Schwerin, on its southwestern shore. The smaller town, Bad Kleinen, is on the north shore of the lake. Let's read what it says about Lake Schwerin. 12.7 nautical miles east of Gadabusch lies Lake Schwerin, a large lake set amid lush forest that connects to the Baltic Sea via a 16th-century canal called the Wallenstein Graben. The next flyover says, turn southwest and you lie one of the most spectacular works of architecture in Europe, Schwerin Castle. Grandly ornate, this exquisite castle was built on an island and dominates views from miles around. The state capital of Mecklenburg-Vorpommern is Schwerin. Schwerin Castle is a neo-Renaissance palace with elaborate rooms and gardens on an island in Lake Schwerin, one of several picturesque lakes. Let's go outside and down to the surface. The beautiful city of Schwerin. That's Lake Lankauer See, to my right, and Lake Meduiger See, to my left. There it is. Not too far from here is Schwerin Castle. Let's get a little closer to the ground. There it is, with all its majestic splendor. Farewell Schwerin Castle. Now for the next flyover, we will be heading for Neuhofer-Kurpfentage. Continue south-southeast for just over 14.1 nautical miles, and you'll fly over Neuhofer-Kurpfentage, an array of wetlands and ponds that is best appreciated from the air. Let's make a right turn for the wetlands. I think this is the wetlands the navlog was talking about. Right in front of us is the city of Plate. I couldn't find anything significant on the Google map about the city, except for the canal running through, so we move on. Here is where I am located on the Garmin map. So far we're making good time. Let's go back out to the drone. Up ahead is Schwerin-Parchim. Established on July 22, 1938 and reduced on April 30, 1963, the nature reserve consists of two sub-areas. It has a total area of 4,366 acres. The purpose of the designation is the protection of ponds, landscapes used for breeding of fish, molting, resting and wintering areas for bird species, some of which are endangered in their population. We have arrived at Schwerin-Parchim. As we already mentioned on the navlog, it is an array of wetlands and ponds that is best appreciated from the air. Bear with me while I take a look at the Google map on another screen. Okay, our last stop is Schwerin-Parchim. Land at Parchim International Airport, 6.1 nautical miles east of Schwerin-Parchim. Just making sure of my destination. I am looking for EDOP on the Garmin map. There it is, EDOP Parchim Airport. There's the airport. Time to turn off the automatic pilot. Reduce the RPM to idle. Let's turn off the warning light and line up the airplane to the runway. Landing gears down. Flaps half down. 12 degrees. Flaps full down. I am reducing speed to ensure safe landing. I'm bringing up my control wheel because, why not? Touchdown. Applying brakes. Flaps back up. Let's get off the runway here. Not again. No successfully completed flag. Oh well. On to leg 3. I will put in the description how to get to your next flight when a problem like this comes up. Thank you for flying with me on this bush trip. Please help me by subscribing and liking this video. It's unique because I am using an AI voice rather than a human voice to create this video. It might become a trend. Watch leg 3 of the Germany bush trip. I will have a passenger with me that will help me navigate on the next flight and perhaps learn about leg 3 culture, history, and geography. See you again soon. Again, thank you for watching. Bye bye.